What's up with everybody? It's your Memorial B.
And Nicole.
And we're back at some more reaction videos. Baby. So this is another special video request from Mars Blackman.
Yeah.
Mars be supporting our channel.
I know, like crazy.
Be giving us some great video
amazing.
requests. We thank you so much for your support. Mars, thank you so much.
Yeah, we thank you.
So the name of this video is Top 10 Things Children Today Don't Recognize. I'm sure there's a whole lot of things children don't recognize today.
Know.
Like
imagine
cordless phones.
Or corded phones,
Yeah, cordless phones. Yeah. Both of them.
Cassette tape.
Yeah.
Or VCR.
Yeah, VCR,
like a VCR
all that type of
VHS
stuff.
tapes.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be funny. I'm going to enjoy this.
I want to do someone we recognize like iPods.
Oh, that's true, an iPod. Or what, a pager?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They'll know what a pager is.
Probably won't.
I guess it depends on how young the kids are, too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nintendo cartridges, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An old Nintendo game cartridge. That's
yeah.
so true.
Game Boy, Game Gear, all that stuff. Yeah, man, we're finna really dive right into it. And thank you, Morris, for your support.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You darn kids with your fancy phones and your fast internet.
Your kids carry beepers?
Sometimes it's a great way to connect my family.
Yeah.
When I dial the satellite tone beeper, Jenny knows it's time to call or come home.
Really?
Welcome to WatchMojo.com.
It's like your first version of text
we're
messaging.
Counting down our picks for the top 10 things children today don't recognize.
I was born in the 40s, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
For this list, we're looking at pieces of technology or pop culture
that
were
book.
once popular and
have
now become obsolete due to the superior technology of today.
Yeah.
It's gonna change your life in ways you can't possibly imagine.
There's no set time period. As long as a child growing up today wouldn't recognize or know how to use an item, it is eligible. Number 10, phone books.
Yeah. You could just Google it.
Quick, think of your sibling's phone number. Did you know it right away?
Yeah, I do.
Probably not.
Yeah.
These days, names and numbers are in our contact list.
Yep.
And a phone call is a push of a button away.
Yeah.
Gone are the days when you actually had to hunt down the person you wanted to call by finding his or her city and his or her last name in the phone book.
When you need to know who, what, where, when, and why, let your fingers do the walking through the Bell System Yellow Pages.
You also had to look up businesses rather than Google the name and follow
the
phone number.
Order a pizza, you have to look up the pizza places.
Yeah. I wonder if they even sell yellow books still.
They still actually give them out once in a while, but I don't know why.
Do you have any area codes? Or there's probably no area codes, so they don't call these.
In fact, it seems like these days, phone books are more often used as fodder to show off your inhuman strength than anything else.
Come on, you're stronger than me. What, you gonna let me show you up on television?
You want to get whacked in the head with a phone book?
Number 9, TV guides.
Find out who censors what we see and why in the new issue of TV Guide.
Ah, the TV Guide.
I mean, it's on your like whatever like
TV used to be a
satellite provider or whatever.
Look up each specific day, find out what was playing, what channel it was on, and plan your schedule accordingly.
Yep.
The fun, all the shows A to Z and the facts. What's behind what you see?
You see, kids, before the internet, pirating, Amazon, and a host of other providers weren't around to allow access to your shows whenever you wanted.
Yeah.
Not to mention that now, cable boxes come with a guide that's just a push of a button away.
Record up to 6 shows at the same time. Plus, you can record in one room and watch in another.
That's crazy.
Though. We kind of liked seeing which celebrity was on the cover of this week's issue.
The stars underneath all the glow and the news from the people.
And there'd always be like little
Number
articles
8,
and stuff.
rotary phones.
What's the very first thing you'd have to do to use that phone?
I have no idea.
We're going way back for this one. Even before touch-tone phones, do they still make those? There were rotary dial phones.
Oh yeah.
You may recognize
My
them from
grandparents had
museums
one.
or old people movies. Basically, the phone had a circle with finger holes representing a certain button that you had to tediously spin one at a time to simply call someone.
For convenience in dialing, the letters go around the dial in alphabetical order.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the numbers are in numerical order.
Thank God for Google. These started going out of style in the 1960s.
Yeah, we're gonna make it come all the way back.
Came in.
Touchtone service gives you faster calling.
That's probably how the
future
phone like
technology,
counted.
like banking by phone.
So it's best to skip your parents and go straight to the grandparents for stories about these relics.
There was a rotor, and you had to turn it.
I've used them.
Yeah, I used to before too.
Yeah.
bunch of times.
Hated people with zeros in their numbers.
Yeah, right.
7. Video rental stores.
Imagine the perfect video.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
They won't know.
Blockbuster.
Right. Over 10,000.
We still got them. They got a few
Remember
of
when
them.
we said watching
There's
TV
not
was
Blockbuster.
There's a big
really.
one in Alaska now.
nothing compared to watching movies at home. Before instant access to movies, you had to get in your car, drive to the store, choose, and then pay for a movie you wanted to rent. Drive home and watch it.
Well,
If they
you got
had the
family
movie you
videos.
wanted at all.
Excuse me, sir, I'm sorry. Do you have Ghostbusters on VHS?
There's no VHS here, buddy.
After all that, you'd have to drive back to the store, return it, and then drive back home again. That's not to mention the ridiculous late fees if you don't make it back on time before the deadline.
No more late fees! No more late fees!
You may still find a Blockbuster sign somewhere if you go urban exploring, although it'll probably be unrecognizable with all the graffiti and broken beer bottles.
Yeah.
Poor Blockbuster, we hardly knew ye.
They're closing the remaining 300 stores, which I think might raise the question, there were still 300 Blockbuster stores open?
Number 6, pagers, also known as beepers.
Beepers.
Knew that would be on the list.
Hey, yo, find the phone real quick. Look like my man D got himself an emergency.
Until the early 90s, there were tons of different pagers on the market. But once cheap and reliable cell phones came along, these wireless telecommunication devices all went the way of the dinosaurs.
You can switch off.
I wish I could. I've been waiting for a phone call for 7 years.
Which, funnily enough, is what you'll be called if you still use one. Alphanumeric pagers simply displayed a phone number that you had to call back, while more advanced ones like the two-way QWERTY pagers could send and receive early forms of text messages.
Stay in touch without disturbing anyone with two-way paging and email from SkyTel.
This is nothing that a cell phone can't do, though. So pagers are now the butt of ridicule and comedy.
Oh, God.
Yep, meeting started. Without me.
Number 5, portable audio players, Walkman and Discman.
Yeah, well, I thought you was the stuff when you had that.
Player as small as a cassette case. The incredible sound.
Y'all had me a Walkman.
Walk down the street today using one of these bad boys, and not only will you look super cool, but also the sound quality and reliability will blow you away. And sarcasm. A Walkman or Discman is a portable audio player, with the former for cassettes and the latter for CDs, that would sometimes fit in your pocket.
I could just imagine you guys like 13-year-olds just like thug life represent.
If we're talking a Walkman, then we'd have to deal with turning over the cassette tape.
Look at her, she's like, what
winding the tapes.
So today you can fit thousands of songs on a phone, but on a cassette you can only fit up to about 30 songs.
I feel bad for the people who lived in the 90s. I really do.
When it comes to a disc,
It was fun.
it would seem that it always started skipping at the most inopportune times because
Yeah, on the DVDs.
Yeah,
They're like a double-edged sword with the DVDs or the video cassettes. Because the DVDs they can scratch up. The VGS, you know, the tapes, they won't scratch up, but you gotta rewind
so
it.
you better have made a really good mixtape. You darn kids with your 128 gig iPods and phones.
Take this in a heartbeat now.
Like I said, nobody don't really use iPods because you just put them on your phones now.
Number 4, video cassette recorder, also known as VCR, and VHS.
What the heck is that thing? What is this?
Before the days of fancy Blu-rays and 1080p high-definition video, we had VHS tapes, and they were awful in every conceivable way.
Rewind them.
That's why nobody's using it anymore.
VHS ultimately beat out rival Betamax, despite the fact that the latter was smaller and had better video quality. Then there was the fact that you had to rewind VHS videotape cassettes and fast-forward them if you wanted to get to a particular scene.
Herbert crazy, but
Ew.
Huh, nothing.
Recording shows on VCRs was cool, but all older viewers of this video know the frustrations of accidentally taping over your kids' first steps. We don't really miss you, VHS.
So finally, compared to how today you can record and watch movies, do you think it's good that technology got better, or do you think it would still be fine if we were using the VCR?
I think it is so much better that we have new technology
Yeah,
and
Mia.
not VCRs anymore.
Number 3, developing photographic film.
Wait a minute, is it?
Oh, that's true. I forgot about film.
Yeah.
The joys of old cameras. In this video, you'll see old cameras like your mom and dad had. You see, they couldn't see how their pictures turned out until they got them developed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, it's
Right?
just
You had to
instant.
go to the store or a photo lab and wait a few hours for your pictures to be chemically developed into a photo you can actually see.
Like a Mini Lux. It's a very nice camera.
Really? Because Will's been trying to get me to go digital, and I'm...
Oh, don't do that. I'd be out of a job.
It was only then that you could finally check your masterpieces. And more often than not, it would only be to find out that the beautiful picture you thought you took was ruined by a flash.
Yeah.
4 full-power flashes and 1 tiny cube.
We know. Imagine a world where you couldn't retake the same selfie 100 times to get it just right.
Yeah.
But first, let me take a selfie.
Let me take a selfie.
Number 2. Dial-up internet access.
Oh, yeah,
Now that I've gotten on the internet, I'd rather be on
Horrible.
my computer than doing just about anything.
It's really cool.
Isn't it amazing that you can watch this video in HD without having to suffer through buffering?
Yeah.
Or having to eat
Horrible.
a sandwich while it loaded? Yep, this was absolutely not possible in the 1990s.
Yeah.
Thanks, broadband.
Now, let's look up dinosaurs.
Yeah.
What do you think? Compton's Encyclopedia?
Broadband, you know, got fast.
See, kids, we once had what was called dial-up internet access. Something that would make an awful mechanical noise while it connected to
Yeah. Yeah.
painfully slow.
My dad had AOL.
It was so painful.
And God forbid your mom
and then
used the
somebody,
phone,
yeah.
because if she did, it was back to TV.
Yeah, start back over
call
again.
and it would get kicked
It
off.
disconnect.
80% of internet users still use dial-up.
What?
Close your eyes and relax to the soothing.
Boy, that stuff slow.
Of a 56K modem.
You must like it.
Before we blow your kitty mind with our top pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Mid-90s,
Typewriter.
a friend says, hey, do you think
Oh,
by
typewriter.
early 2000s
Can't mess
I'm
up.
gonna be doing typewriters? I said, nah, probably not.
All the power and excitement of
Game Boys.
Game Boys.
palm of your hand. Introducing Game Boy.
I can play the game in my
fax
hand.
machine. I didn't think about that.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fax machine, Mother. You can send us letters by phone.
Yeah, I still have one.
Oh, yeah.
With all my CDs in it.
Oh, yeah.
When you can rely on
Remember those in school?
I think I still have some of those too around here.
Did you ever wonder just what that symbol in Microsoft Word is that lets you save the document you're working on?
It's a floppy
Click the
disk.
save button.
Yeah.
I knew what it
You'll find it on
was.
the quick access toolbar.
That little black and white square would be a floppy disk.
Yes, it is.
Which at one point in time, us older folk would actually use to save our progress on.
Yeah.
Come on, let go of my floppy.
By 1987, the 3.5-inch disc was all the rage because it could hold an astounding 1.44 megabytes of data. That's
Ain't nothing.
crazy considering there
Well,
are
back
some
then,
drives
but
today
that's nothing
that
now.
hold terabytes of information.
Yeah.
And such technological advances have effectively eliminated the need for these plastic discs.
Yeah.
Maybe in a few years we'll be laughing at our measly terabyte thumb drives.
Yeah, probably will.
Who knows?
You guys are crazy.
Probably be like
Agree
small
with our list?
USBs.
What outdated technology do you think kids today wouldn't recognize?
You actually need something called film.
Oh yeah. Film. Do you guys have film? Oh, like what they use in the movies?
For more up-to-date top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Sony Betamax. It could change your whole way of life.
The crazy thing is, like, technology is always changing, so it's like,
Oh yeah, it is.
and it's like, you think about it, we always had this technology. Even if you was around in the 1200s, we always had this technology, just nobody never came up with
We
it.
just hadn't invented it yet.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's what you're saying.
Like with everything, man. You think
Yeah.
like 500
But
years now.
at the same time, everything compounds on top of each other. So like you wouldn't have
Well,
necessarily
ideas.
had. Well, I'm just saying you wouldn't necessarily have the technology for like a cell phone without having the technology for like a pager.
No, what
before
I'm
that or
saying is
something.
everything is already on this planet right now. Everything that's gonna
All
be
the
made,
materials.
yeah,
Yeah,
everything's
no,
gonna be
yeah,
making
no.
gonna be made in the future,
Yeah, no, I
300
understand
years
that,
from now. It's
yeah.
already here. So it's like if people already invented the certain things, you know,
Mm-hmm.
500 years ago, 5,000 years ago, then the world can be even more technology
True,
advanced
yes.
today and stuff. It could, I mean, which could be a bad thing probably at the same
Takes
time.
us humans time to figure out all the things you can do.
Yeah, and things get obsolete, man. Especially like phones. Phones get obsolete so quickly, man. Like a year, a phone get obsolete.
Think about the amount of different kinds of phones that we've gone through in our, lifetime, and that's like not even having that as when we were kids. So
and most of the phones we got right now are more powerful than computers in the 90s. More powerful than computers in the early 2000s.
Which is crazy when you think about it.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it's totally true, but it's so crazy.
Yeah, man. I was looking at the Samsung Galaxy S10 just came out.
Okay.
And it can hold up to, I think the base model can hold up to 128 gigabytes.
Dang.
That's crazy. 128 gigabytes.
The base model does?
Yeah, and I think the higher model is the highest model is like 518 gigabytes.
A lot. Like you don't really need that. You know what? The only reason why they keep doing that is because we take so many pictures with our phone.
Take so many pictures, and on top of that, like we might use more data because now they're working on 5G.
Yeah.
So 5G might start eating up more, whatever. But
if it needs more storage space.
Well, 5G is the network, so it's gonna be more faster and stuff. But I don't know. I mean, you kind of need more space, more data. I mean, for all this different type of stuff.
Craziness! It just changes so quick.
Yeah,
but no, we guessed a lot of these actually.
Yeah, we did, man.
I didn't think about the floppy, but yeah, the floppy disk, man. I feel like it was. I won't say it was short-lived. It wasn't that short-lived, but yeah.
Maybe like 7, 8 years, maybe 10 years.
I did everything on for a long time.
Yeah, man. I used to use them too.
I think I still have some. I'm pretty sure there's still some in this desk.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta look for them and show you guys.
I know. I need to clean this desk out.
Yeah. But yeah, man, definitely great video, Mars, man. Those were like good times, man.
I like these blasts from the past ones.
Yeah, it is, man. They're very cool, man. Yeah. But we're about to go to the end of this video. If you want to send us a special video request, check out the links to our Streamlabs. It's going to be in the description. And our video course also provide a link. And keep the videos under 12 minutes.
And don't forget to check out our merch. It's in the description below.
Don't forget to subscribe.
And thumbs it up.
Turn on notifications. It's your man, William B.
And Nicole.
Want to catch you on the next 1,000. Peace and love, baby.